Hi, everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Come on in. Hard to believe we are here. I know. I'm like a broken record this year. Awesome. I'm just going to give the cards a good shuffle as you guys come in and find me here live on Facebook. Don't forget, replay is now posted to my YouTube channel, so make sure that you head over there and you follow me. Oh, I am excited. Merry Christmas, Pam. Are y'all set? Everybody must be busy, busy, busy with the hustle and bustle. Make sure this got good. Yeah. No. Merry Christmas, Michelle. Oh my gosh. It's like sneaking. It is definitely a 2024 Christmas. It's okay. It's okay. We're ready. I'm ready. But just feels different. Just feels different. Merry Christmas, Susan. Facebook is taking its time pushing out this video. We're going to get started. This is your weekly guidance for the week of December 23rd through to the 29th. It's like my brain doesn't compute it. It's wild. Okay, let's see what we're in for. Very good. So it's interesting. It's interesting the energy that's coming into this week, because there's very much this image that they're giving me of like this new self emerging, right? Like this new self coming forward, and you're so welcome. And it's like trying to like make its path in. I don't want to say like rip you out. Well, I guess that's what 2024 has done, correct? Is really pushed us and made us open up in ways that maybe were uncomfortable, unpredicted. But it's like we're still fighting. It's like this new self is trying to emerge from us, and we're still a little rigid, okay? And so you may find yourself still in this very combative energy. All right, you're not alone in that. It's you know it's pretty much common right across the board. But there is this willingness, and you may have recognized even coming into this Christmas week of how things are different, how you're choosing to forego certain traditions, certain expectations, certain pressures that you put upon yourself, and that we're more willing to make change. And that's something that we can thank 2024 for, is because it made us so wildly uncomfortable that we're getting used to being uncomfortable. So we're more willing to make these changes. Okay. And even like last week, we talked about how the more we lean into our authentic self, the less tolerance we have for the BS. And so this week is really going to reflect that. There you are, walking away from what no longer serves you, seeking better, right? Seeking more, choosing to make the changes, and there you are, succeeding in it. Okay? So these changes, these doing it differently, this willingness to write your next chapter, this willingness to put your foot down, this willingness to walk away is going to be very beneficial for you. Okay? And so that's coming in a positive. There's the release card. Okay. And so this week, even though we're hyper focused on the holidays and the hustle and bustle, you're going to recognize the wrapping up life lessons, wrapping up epiphanies, clarity, solutions coming in. Again, as we inch towards 2025, that insane anxiety that has been present for almost the entirety of the year is starting to come down. So it is not. as fast as you would like it to be, right? But it is coming in the timeline that it's meant to. Okay. And so as we're continuing forward and releasing, now this feels like something big. This feels like relationship ending, job ending, home change, renovation, buying, selling. It's a significant where this is more like, oh, I'm starting to put things in motion. The things that I want to come in, I'm more willing to say no to things or change things up. This is something that is also significant for you. Okay, where we are releasing endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release situation or people that hold you back. Okay, and this is coming in with great success. So there's the success card. There's your owning your power, standing in your power, having that success coming in it. So as you continue to move forward, and to me, and you know, and this is just, I can only ever give my honest interpretation. It almost feels like we got to get the 24th, 25th out of the way, and then we are back into our soul journey, right? We're not waiting for January 1st. We're not, right? We are making the changes. We are starting the habits. We are reprioritizing ourselves. We're being more intentional with our energy, more intentional with our spending, more intentional with the energy that we allow into our experience. We are not waiting for January 1st for that. This is starting this week. And so there's this feeling of like, do the duty, do what needs to be done. And then we're right back into maximizing the lessons that 2024 has provided us. The opportunity to really, truly believe in ourselves, because we had no other choice but to pull up our socks and face things head on. Now we're able to take that retrospect, take that lessons, and the new confidence that it built, because that's how the confidence is built. Right? By trial and error, by figuring out, by doing, you're going to be taking that energy forward with you. Okay. Relationships seem to be coming up a little easier as we go through this week as well. A lot of that miscommunication, a lot of that intensity, there's like all of a sudden this kind of narration in my head went silence. So if you're someone that goes over analyzes people's intentions, what they're thinking, what they didn't say, what they did say, right? This is kind of dropping away with that anxiety that we already talked about, that's starting to continue to drop away. You're going to notice communications in relationships are easier. There's just more ease to it. When you have two people that are going through it in a year like 2024 provided for us, it is not uncommon for stress, disconnection, miscommunication, tenseness, tension to be within these relationships, no matter the level of health of the relationship. Okay. What you're going to notice is that communications, as everyone starts to kind of balance out our communications with our loved ones, with our professional allies, with our strangers at the grocery store, etc., are going to feel a bit lighter, which is excellent. Even today's card, if you checked it out on Facebook, it reminded us to remember that what we look for, we find. And what that creates our reality. And so if you're going to look for things to be hard and inconvenient and arrogance and entitlement, that's what you're going to find. And if you're going to look for the kindness, and if you're going to look for the blessings, you're going to look for the joy and the smiles, that's what you will find. And so moving forward, again, going back to how Spirit has told us week after week that we are becoming more intentional with how we spend our money, spend our time, what energy we allow in. We're also becoming more intentional with how we're using our mental mind and how we're using our energy in that way. Because we can deplete our energy. You can deplete your physical energy by mentally overthinking, right? Everything is interconnected. And so we don't want to be the one depleting ourselves. We don't want to be the one creating and causing the suffering for ourselves. And so that's where the self-awareness is so key. Okay. Don't forget to take care of yourself this week, no matter what's on your plate, no matter what is on your plate. And if I just said that sentence and you just responded in your head or out loud, like, well, I don't have time for that, that would be nice. That means you definitely need to prioritize it. Everyone can find 5 minutes. It doesn't even have to be consecutive, guys. Have a breath, get off your device, do a quick little meditation, go sit in the grass, go sit in a snowbank, do wherever you're living, connect with nature, right? You can find 2 minutes here, 3 minutes there. Take your commute, listen to meditation music. If you're not driving yourself, you could fully meditate. If you are, then listening to soothing melodies, listening to nature sounds is something that will help support your spiritual self. Okay. Be creative. Be creative. It's being intentional with how you choose to spend your energy, and you get to choose to take care of yourself. Okay. There's also kind of this little bit of this worry. I don't know what this is, but they're saying like the investments, things that you have put into motion are on track to pay off. Right? So if you were kind of like, oh, I've been exercising and I haven't seen the outcome, or I purchased this rental and I hope that I'm not going to lose on it, or I've been saving my money, I hope that it works out. They're saying, yes, you're on track for this to be a success. So wanting to bring in any that reassurance or bring in that reassurance for you so that you're not feeling worried or concerned or snowballing that type of energy. There is also this reminder this week of how absolutely amazing you are, and wanting to remind you that you yourself are the gift, your presence, your energy. You are the gift. Okay. You are of high value, wanting you to believe in yourself. Okay. And no matter what this week has in store for you, whether it's a high social week or a very quiet week, whether it's really different, if we're grieving, if we're missing our loved ones, there is this reminder of how important you are, and wanting you to sit with yourself, and wanting you to thank yourself as well. We tend to really miss our departed loved ones, and we really what I have observed over the last 10 years is that we tend to, as humans, only think of what they have meant to us, right? And not what we meant to them. There's so many souls will come forward being like, but you were my answered prayer. You were my earth angel. And why Spirit is bringing this up is that, we go through this life feeling so disconnected and feeling so invisible, and really don't take the time to work on learning that about ourselves. Especially in this day of age where we're more on social media and less in physical connection, it's very easy to forget. This is something that I experience with my work. I can do an event, I can do, private sessions, and Spirit is just, I'm still in awe. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to, how absolutely amazing Spirit is. But then I go back to my home where nobody cares. Right? And it's kind of like, oh yeah, you can forget between, the dirty dishes and the dirty laundry and, the kids fighting and all the things. It is important for us to remind ourselves to take that time to reflect on the value, on the energy that we bring. Okay. I still feel like our brains may limit us to fully understand it, but to take the time to acknowledge it, to acknowledge that, hey, we may not be seeing the impacts and the influence just yet, but I believe that the energy that I bring is making a difference. I believe that I am leaving a positive influence on this physical form. And to give yourself that reminder, especially at this time of year, if we're grieving, if we're feeling lonely, if our life goals, if our life goals are not where we would like them to be, we tend to only focus on all that we do not have. This would be a really great week, a really great time to exercise on all that you do have. All that you do have, the blessings that you have in front of you, the blessings that you are, the magic that comes in. Your own intuition this past week has been on fire. You may have noticed that spirit has been more loud, more frequent for you. You may be getting a lot of movement in your peripherals. So shadows and movements out of the corner of your eyes, hearing people say your name, seeing the lights flicker and dim for no reason. This is your loved ones. This is your divine team stepping forward to make sure that you are not alone, to make sure that you know that they are, along your side as you continue, charging towards 2025. Okay. It looks like it's going to be a really great week. It's interesting to me because I almost feel like the week is cut up into two experiences where it's very kind of like 2024 and then 2025 energy rolling in. And so you may find yourself maybe around the 27th, the 28th, 29th, that there's almost like a switch is flipped where you're feeling more at peace, more content, more clear-minded, that you're looking forward to setting goals. Even this calendar year of 2024, it has been very hard to stick to a goal. So you have not been failing. You have been surviving. And we're moving into a time where we're going to be thriving again. Okay. And so you may find yourself already making that shift as we get closer to that weekend. Okay. Give yourself time. Hold your boundaries. Reflect on your value and your worth. Take time for yourself. Use your spiritual hygiene. Take care of your energy, especially if this is a high social week for you. And talk to your divine team because they have been going above and beyond to let you know that they are close by. All right, everyone, I'm going to leave that with you. I hope that you have an amazing Christmas, an amazing week, and I will see you next Monday.